Hey everyone, Coach Dan Aw here in Northern California at my home club of Mather Golf Club. Brief intro about me, 20 plus year career teaching, 15,000 plus lessons given, with the last several very focused on short game, 100 yards and in particularly referring to putting. Putting is my thing that I like to say I specialize in because I've studied blast for years and I've used the tour path for years and I've done it together. That's what my popular service called the MRI is. I show how it helps. And first thing I want to do is talk about, for one, regardless of skill level, the same principles apply, they're just tweaked to the level of skill. That's the beauty of blast motion and also the beauty of tour path. There's different degrees of arcers out there, but the tour path allows you to hashtag find your arc or know your arc. And typical guys trying to break 100 though. So what do we see with those strokes? We see lots of knee flex. We see a stroke that doesn't stay Tiger 2000 low to the ground. Oh no. It's one of those. They lift the handle up like crazy. I don't know what they're thinking, but they just need some help, right? So let's take a look at what we saw there. Ooh, hey, my rhythm and tempo blast motion spot on, but look at that club face. 5.1 closed, and here's the big kicker. Backstroke rotation, forward stroke rotation. We'll see some wild variance, big numbers that don't mirror each other. And in my opinion, these numbers should mirror one another nicely, almost perfectly at times. And that's what we'll find with the tour path as we get on the tour path. Watch how these numbers get eerily close to similar. All right, we're back to hit one on the tour path, okay? Super simple. All you got to do, keep the putter blade on the blade of the tour path and keep it on the track on the way back. And the hard part is keeping it there on the follow through. We want to pay attention to the sound. We call it schling-like factor. You can really hear it and feel it. And it will also reflect nicely on your blast tempo numbers when you learn the sound. Creating the sound with the feel is kind of a win-win if you ask me. And then also releasing the putter blade without getting flippy. We know that Tiger let the toe turn over, but it wasn't a flip. Keeping the putter blade on the blade of the tour path makes that happen for you by default. So it looks like this. All right. Okay, so let's look. 1.5 degrees closed. Not my best stroke there. Normally I can, when I'm a little rusty right now, normally I can keep it 0 point something, but the bottom line that you need to know is your player that's trying to break 100, they'll be 4, 5, or 6 degrees closed or open, and they'll go right to 0, 1, or 2 degrees closed almost instantaneously. And some magical bonus content here is you'll see that backstroke rotation and forward stroke rotation. You'll see that number shrink beautifully, and they often mirror each other almost perfectly. So that's pretty fantastic. Closing thoughts is it also will improve your loft change and your lie change. Those numbers are almost always in the green when you're hitting on the tour path. It just makes everything so neutral and level. And paying attention to the sound and learning that feel mixed with the tour path, you can really create that magical 2-0-1 tempo that we're all striving for.